Developing now, if you live near or drive by the water, as so many of us often do, it's obvious high tides that appear even higher than normal, the so-called king tides, happen a few times each year when the moon and sun tides combine, the moon being closer to the earth. News Channel 5's James Wieland taking us into neighborhoods where this king tide is all too familiar.
This morning's king tide covered the streets just off Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach. Residents had to wade out of their houses and try not to let the high water interrupt their daily routines. The extra high tides bring water back up through the storm drains and flood the streets. The city is in the process of correcting that problem.
We're installing valves at the end of the pipes that discharge into the intercoastal to keep the salt water out.
They've already installed one of those valves, but no more changes need to be made.
This is an indicator of probably how things will be more frequently in 50 years to 75 years. So for the city, we have to plan to modify and improve our infrastructure.
Some residents didn't want to wait for the city to act.
I decided to take the matters into my own hands because I was waiting for help from the city. But I raised my driveway, built a retaining wall, brought in fill, raised my whole lawn.
It's a problem not limited to this neighborhood, and one that's definitely on the radar of water managers.
We've been understanding or trying to understand the impact of sea level rise on the mission of the water management district. That includes flood control, water supply, and environmental restoration.
As high tide sloshes into this Delray neighborhood, local activists use the opportunity to raise awareness of sea level rise and what can be done about it.
Delray is in much better shape than places in Broward County and in Miami Beach, but we can look to them to learn. You know, they're sort of our living laboratory down there to learn about what our future will be.
Now, Delray Beach will see another king tide tomorrow, and the high tide tomorrow is at 11:16, and it's at the equal height it was today. In Miami, where flooding is typically worse, pumps were installed to get rid of the excess water, and we've heard that those pumps that were put to the test today, all initial reports have seen that they are working properly. James Wieland, WPTV News Channel 5.